What's up, YouTube? I'm Choctopus. Welcome back to another video where we will be discussing the potential for tomorrow's Smash Direct. Today is August 7th, and Nintendo announced that they are doing a Nintendo Direct specifically for Smash Brothers on the 8th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I don't know what time that's for you if you don't live on the East Coast, so you might have to do some math there. I don't know. Figure it out. But with the Smash Direct happening tomorrow, there's a lot of speculation that at least one new character will be revealed. And in the last Direct, which was actually at E3, where they showed off a lot of information about the game, and I think they got a lot of the information that people really wanted to know out of the way. And they were also announced that Ridley will be coming to the game, and in addition to some other newcomers to the series. But with tomorrow's Smash Direct, I'm 99% sure, and I know a lot of people are, that there's going to be at least one new character revealed. And I wanted to go through my list of potential reveals for tomorrow, and I'm sure this is on a lot of other lists as well. Maybe. So if you look around, you might see the same names. But let me know in the comment section below, who is your one fighter? You get one fighter. Who do you want in Smash? Let me know in the comment section. Personally, for me, it would either be Geno from Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars or Bomberman, but that got shafted and my dreams have been killed. And yeah, so the first character I think has potential to be revealed as Banjo-Kazooie. Now, Banjo is technically owned by Rare, and Rare is a part of Microsoft right now. However, the Banjo games were on, or the original Banjo games were on the Nintendo 64. This is a similar case for Solid Snake, where Metal Gear was on the NES, and then has since moved to the PlayStation and has become, more of a PlayStation icon. But I think we have the same potential for Banjo to come to the Smash Brothers series. Honestly, he got his start on the 64, so I don't see why it'd be impossible. Not to mention, he'd have a pretty good moveset with Kazooie and having some tag team stuff, maybe some floating, or to be completely honest, I never played a Banjo-Kazooie game. I know. I'm going to get a lot of hate in the comment section for that, for those of you who are big Banjo fans, but it's been something I've been meaning to play. But I know Banjo-Kazooie is such a huge gaming icon, especially in the same era that Smash started, so I think it's possible. Next up, and this one is super requested by a lot of people, and I've seen endless requests for this character, and we need a Donkey Kong villain in this game. And the one Donkey Kong villain that comes to mind is King K. Rool. Now, King K. Rool was more prominent in the Donkey Kong Country games, but he's still an iconic villain for Donkey Kong, and we have Donkey, we have DK, we have Diddy, so I think we are inbound for another Donkey Kong rep, whether it's a villain or whether it's another one of the Kongs. Cranky Kong would be pretty fun. I mean, he could probably pull over some of his moves from Tropical Freeze, but I'd prefer King K. Rool. He could be another heavy fighter. He can use his pirate paraphernalia. He could have a sword. He could have his gun. It could be a number of things. I don't know if anyone else that's watching right now wants King K. Rool, but personally I do, and I know a lot of people that also do. So if you have any love for King K. Rool, drop it down in the comment section. By the way, all my videos are completely unscripted, so if I'm rambling, it's because I'm just going off of what's in here, so I apologize. Next up, and this one is expected, and if it doesn't happen, I'll be very surprised, with the introduction of Echo Fighters, which are basically just clones without taking up character slots. For example, you have Daisy now, who's an Echo Fighter. You have... who else was an Echo Fighter? I know Daisy was definitely announced as an Echo Fighter. I forgot who else. Lucina is an Echo Fighter of Marth. I think, 1,000%, we're going to get Shadow the Hedgehog as an Echo Fighter of Sonic. That one's a no-brainer. Come on, Nintendo. you already have the rights to Sonic. For you to throw Shadow in there, first of all, Shadow's an awesome character. A lot of people like Shadow. It'd be really easy to do because it's basically a color swap. You can have the same exact stuff. Instead of going Supersonic, he goes Silver Shadow. Take it right out of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. That one's a given. That one's easy. I think we will see Shadow, and I think a lot of people are also predicting that. Okay, this one I've been predicting for a long time now. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm confident that it's going to happen. And if it does happen in tomorrow's Direct, I don't know. I got to think of something high stakes. I don't know. But I've been ranting about this. Not ranting. I've been talking about this on Twitter a lot. And honestly, my hype for the game, I've been pouring out on Twitter. So if you don't follow me there, go check me out on Twitter where we can interact a little more about our hype for Smash Ultimate. But Crash Bandicoot. Let me explain myself. Crash, yes, is a PlayStation icon, but you know what? So is Solid Snake. Crash can have a pretty cool moveset, with his spins, punching. He can have, not to mention he has his sister, there's Neo Cortex. There's endless options to do things. Crash, the Insane Trilogy, came out on the Switch this year, which was huge. Most of you may not think so, but that was a huge accomplishment for Nintendo to get an icon like Crash on their console, not to mention the amount of games and copies that it sold on the Switch. It's doing very well. It was at number 1 in, I think, the UK charts for a while. I can go back and fact check the numbers, but I know it's sold really well. Crash is coming back into existence and back into relevancy because Crash, the Insane Trilogy on the PlayStation, is one of the quickest selling games for them of all time. I can imagine what Spyro is going to do when that comes out, and also Spyro would be a pretty cool character. But next up, Simon Belmont. This one, I think I've been hearing about since Melee. A lot of people want Simon Belmont in the game because there's no Castlevania rep. Although, Konami kind of threw Bomberman in there as their assist trophy, but they also have Snake in there, so I don't know if we'll see Simon Belmont, but I know Simon's really requested. I think it's possible, being that Castlevania was such a large part of the NES. It has 2 games on the NES Classic, or 3. Is the Castlevania 3 on there too? But I think it has at least 2 games on the NES Classic. You're going to tell me that Simon Belmont, with all the weapons that you can get in Castlevania, which, by the way, I played Castlevania and beat it for the first time this past weekend. It wasn't a game that I played when I was a kid, so I went back and I played it and beat it. That game is super hard, but, you have a whip, you have a throwing knife, you have holy water, you can punch. There's so many options. Or if it's not Simon, it could be another one of the Belmonts. There's options. And I think Simon is probably top of the list for characters that have potential to be revealed, only because he was such an icon on the NES, and then they just kind of forgot about him. So it's there. Okay, this next one is one of the WTF characters, that we've gotten at least one in the past couple games. We had Wii Fit Trainer, we had Duck Hunt, we've had Rob. So I think Steve from Minecraft, I know. Steve from Minecraft has potential to be the kind of WTF fighter because it seems to be a trend that has been happening. Like I said, for the past couple of games, we've been getting a character that is some kind of unexpected, reveal. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. My brain stopped working for a second. But, you could build, kind of work similar to the Animal Crossing villager. I don't know. I don't know what the potential is there. I've played Minecraft, mostly vanilla, but, there's options. You have pickaxes, you have bows, you have swords, you have skeletons, you can throw things. I don't know. All right, next up, we have Rayman. Now, Rayman, another gaming icon that in Nintendo's last 2 consoles, the Wii U and the Switch, had pretty major releases. Legends came out for the Wii U and remastered for the Switch, I'm pretty sure. But, Rayman's gotten a lot of love. Was Rayman a launch game for the Switch? I don't know if it was a launch game, but it was like launch window, and maybe it was a launch game for the Wii U. Can't remember, but Rayman also another iconic game character. Personally, I've never played a Rayman game. I don't know, I was just never really interested in them, but I know a lot of people got a lot of love for Rayman. So Rayman's another one. Last but not least, this is my most requested character, or one of my most requested characters. I would really love Geno from Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. If it happens, I will lose it. I will lose it. We got shafted in Smash 4 because we got Geno as a skin, as a Mii Fighter costume, and that was a bigger heartbreak than Bomberman becoming an assist trophy, or maybe it was equal. It was pretty equal, but man, that one hurt me. It hurt my soul. Hurt me on a spiritual level that they just gave us a Mii Fighter costume. But that means it's being recognized. I mean, out of all the games to come out on the Super Nintendo or whatever, for them to recognize that we want Geno and to give us a skin, not to mention, Square is doing really well on the Switch with Octopath Traveler. So who knows? Maybe it's possible for them to give us a little bit of love and give us Geno. We do have Cloud already, so I don't know how many Square reps that we can get in the game, but that's really all I got. Some other, what's the word I'm looking for? Some other characters, some honorary mentions. That's what I'm looking for. Honorary mentions include Travis Touchdown, and Dr. Eggman would be cool. Put him in a mech suit, but that's really all I got. My brain's not working anymore, so I'm going to end this video. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section what you think about those characters. What do you think of the chances? I'm sorry, Waluigi's not coming to Smash. We have enough Mario characters. I want him too. It's not going to happen. He's an assist trophy. I'm sorry. And if he does happen, I'm going to look like a fool right now. But thanks for watching. You can check me out on Twitter and Instagram. Hit me up. Let me know. Let's talk Smash. And when the game comes out, let's play some matches. And I will be streaming it on Twitch, as I'm sure a lot of people will. But that's it. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.